And welcome back to another episode of the Ministry of Truth. I'm your only host on the show. I will always be your only host on the show because nobody else is quite good looking as me. And that's the truth. Because Stone Cold said so. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got some stuff for you today. Hope you all are ready for some bullshit, some fun shit, some racist shit. Typical show that you come here for. Well, for those of you that are showing up. But, before we get started, everybody get yourself a cup of coffee. If you haven't had a cup of coffee, have you had a cup of coffee? I had a cup of coffee. Have you? He did too. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't had yourself a cup of coffee, go get yourself coffee or juice or tea. Whatever it is y'all drink in the morning. Could be bourbon. Not going to judge. But me, I've already had my cup of coffee. And moving on to Reign energy drinks. Always tasting great. What do we have today? Orange Dreamsicle. I think this is the last Orange Dreamsicle I have. Actually, I don't think I have any more, period. So, if Reign energy drinks, if you want to send me some more for free, that would be great. But you're not. So what I will do, you love that sound. First drink. Good stuff. Now go get yourself something to eat, something to drink. I'm going to play this first song. I believe this came out while I was in Korea. I don't remember. Might have been forever ago. Anyway, this is from like 2001, 2002 maybe, ish. So I hope y'all enjoy this. It's a flashback. And wait. No. This is not from 2000. This is from 1999. This is from their first album, directed by Ross Robinson, after Jonathan Davis and Korn decided to be like, you know what? Let's give these guys a record deal. And I'm pretty sure Ross Robinson produced the record, and it was under Elementary Records. Could be wrong, but if I remember my 90s pop, that's correct. Anyway.
You take away I feel
A lot of saying. Oh, I got a burp.
away.
Yeah. Okay, it's takeaway. All right, looks like Rumble's ready to go. What's up, George? Oh. Gonna say, I love Sting. Probably y'all thought it was like, I'm on the outside, I'm looking in, I can see through you, see your true colors. Like that, that's my karaoke. without karaoke. What's up, dude? Come here. Yeah, a lot to say, man. I love how husky a dog is like. I'm not gonna bark. Barking's beneath me. What I will do is I will howl, and when he howls, that's a good thing because he's my dog, and well, he gets away with whatever I let him get away with, which basically is everything that I approve of. However, anybody else in the family tries to correct him, he looks at me and goes, I'm only listening to that guy. You mean nothing to me, all right? That guy right there, I would die for him. And it's my dog. Actually, it's all my dogs. I have that. Hey, Gilf, what's up, brother? I think I'm an animal whisperer. It's got to be the hair and the beard because they're like, oh, that guy's safe. That guy's safe. We can go to him. We can go to him. But before we start all that, ladies and gentlemen, the song is over with. We're going to go. Of course, I would see this one. We're going to. Sean Strickland of the UFC. He's basically saying Happy Pride Month by teaming up with Dylan Mulvaney. Blocking punches with his face.
Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of UFC.
Come on, it was funny. It was funny. Don't be so serious. I'm super serial, guys. I'm super serial. This guy, on the other hand, I don't know if he was trolling or what, but he may have told a secret we already knew, and this guy might not get paid. This might not get paid, and I'm okay with that.
What's he being arrested for?
I was peacefully protesting. Where can I get my George Soros check? I just want my George
Stand back!
Soros.
Stand back!
George Soros check. That was a Delaney Hall protester, rioter that got arrested in this past weekend. I don't know why I said couple. Maybe I meant to say couple days. They're not organic. If you watch these fucking protests over in Delaney Hall, you can tell there's people that are actually there protesting, and then you have the keffiyeh wearing motherfuckers that always wear their masks that won't be seen, that are the ones creating all the issues. They're creating all the issues, and I'm surprised they haven't seen it yet. It's not like they're hiding it. All right. So you guys want to visit the airport, and you're an Indian man, and I'm not talking about, I'm talking about the push button Indians. You don't hit a cop. This isn't India. And, well, it's good to see that the American people still stand for the police.
You butt fucking fucker! Butt fucker! Butt fucker!
I'm so intimidated by this pencil neck dude.
Butt fucker!
What's he gonna throw some curry at me?
Woman with a dick! Woman with a dick!
Oh, it's a mask wearing faggot.
Police, where are your fucking police? Piece of shit.
I don't know why he thinks that that's funny talking to a policeman like that.
You think
If he hits him, we're going to tackle the son of a bitch.
Go for it, yeah.
Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? If he hits him, we're gonna attack that son of a bitch. That's what I'm talking about.
you think
If he hits him, we're going to tackle the son of a bitch.
Make America peaceful
I
again.
would.
No, I'd like you to take the feet, I'll take the top.
Okay, sure.
Oh, here comes the cop.
Oh, police are here now.
Excuse me, sir. Put your hands behind your back, please. Okay, good job. Nope. Both hands behind your back. What are you pointing at?
Absolutely not.
Nice ball spot. Are you a Jew?
No, I'm not having a seat. I don't
Hello,
care.
Angela.
I don't listen to you. Get the Walk away from me.
He's not going in.
Shut up.
Whoa.
All right.
Yelling at the Asian cop like that? Huh? You might want to be careful.
I'm telling you, man, you lay your hands on me.
Are you threatening him?
Okay.
Oh, Asian hate crime. Asian hate crime. Look at them. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
fuck him up.
There we go.
Fuck him up. Fuck him up. Now you're going to jail and then deported, motherfucker. I went crying. Get him, Bruce. They were waiting for him to do something stupid, and you know what? I was thinking if I was sitting there in that terminal, I'm like, oh my god, this is my perfect chance to fucking spear him like Roman Reigns or something. Or maybe a running drop kick. I would have fucked him up. I would have been the first one to make contact too. Especially when you're loud and yelling. Or loud and, well, I'm not a big fan of Jersey Mike's. Not a big fan of Jersey Mike's. But this guy probably should have kicked him out of the restaurant, her out of the restaurant. I'm going to assume it's a her because it sounds like a her. So, assuming. And, well, I'm also going to assume that it's the usual suspects. You know who the usual suspects are, huh? Come on, you know.
It's time for some Jersey Mikes.
You don't sound white.
Right, let's get this Jersey Mikes going. I want clean grills.
Okay.
Yeah, I want clean grills. Hi. Are you doing something right now?
Yeah, I'm working.
Right to start. Can you clean that grill because we have pork allergy? Just give me like a clean side. You don't have to clean all.
Is it a local? Is it a family-run sub place, or is it like a fucking franchise?
Clean the whole thing. That'd be better. Thank you so much.
I like going to Publix for subs, to
I'm
be
gonna
honest.
get a foot long,
Not gonna lie.
Philly cheesesteak. With cheese only. Just cheese, no pepperoni. Yeah, just.
I would like a Philly cheesesteak with cheese. With cheese. Oh, minus everything else. Oh, if it's a local business, it should be fucking good, man. Those local business places probably have the best subs.
Cheese. And can you toast the bread, please? Yeah, we toast. Okay. Toast like a little more than you normally do.
All right.
That's it.
All right, cool.
That's it.
So you had them clean the grill because you don't like pork. And then you ordered cheesesteak with only cheese, no mushrooms, no peppers, no onions. You want them to toast your bread extra. Okay.
Mm-hmm. How much is that gonna be? $19.46 for one.
Almost $20 for a foot-long cheesesteak with just cheese and steak. Where the fuck is this? I don't even think I pay that much for a foot-long at Jimmy John's, and I fucking put all kinds of shit on there. Publix, too. Hey, you go to Publix, try those garlic pickles. Ma. And then Chipotle ranch, or Chipotle sauce? No, is it Chipotle? No, it's, fuck, I can't remember. My kids know because they always order it for me. Because I forget.
Sandwich? I mean,
That's a foot long?
How long is it? I mean, a foot is a foot, like 12 inches. What, you got a super long?
I mean, no, I've never been told that.
I want a foot long.
Yeah, I bet you do. You fucking,
That's
oh,
what
almost
that
said
is,
monkey.
right?
Would that have been wrong?
Number so big, right? Unless y'all got some extra long bread I don't know about, then that's different.
Always funny when you get another boy from Alabama and a woman that lives in California. Y'all are here for my racist comments.
But that's good enough right there. But still, $19.90 something. What? That's a whole meal.
Well, yeah, it's a foot long.
mean, most people don't eat that whole thing at one time anyway.
Exactly.
I still yet have to try your portobello mushroom and Swiss.
Can't stand
Is it
mushrooms.
good?
Okay, I'm gonna phrase that. I hate mushrooms. Not all mushrooms, just about all mushrooms, but I really hate mushrooms. Especially if they're put in my food and they're fucking cooked and soggy. Man, get that shit out of here.
I was asking a question. Oh, is it good? Yeah. People buy it?
Well, yeah, it's on the menu.
I mean, is it like popular?
Not so much,
But people do buy it.
yeah.
Okay.
He just wants her to leave.
Got a $20 bill. There you go.
Like mushrooms.
I like portobello mushrooms.
No one cares.
Oh, okay, yeah. So to each his own on that one. I hear you. I don't
Wait,
like
what?
all mushrooms. I just like portobello. That's it.
Yo. Whoa. There you are. Yo, why the fuck did you just start randomly playing? Yo, y'all probably didn't hear it, but one of the other tabs started playing and, well, she was definitely chimping out.
Yeah. I'll try it next time. Mm-hmm. So let me give you another $1.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Good. All the cash. Anything else you'd be like, sorry, we don't accept any bills larger than 50 because that's the next bill that's in my pocket.
Well, you know why they don't accept bills larger than 50? Because motherfuckers counterfeit them. You don't want another George Floyd happening, do you? Because I can't breathe. All right, we're moving on to another EBT class. Trust me, I don't know why. This just comes. I think this is from Shell Shock. I don't know. It's all Twitter. X. Now moving on. We're going to go to Kroger for a minute. We're going to go to Kroger and some scholar, future scientist, future doctor, I guess didn't want to pay for her stuff at Kroger. There's no video audio for this. Look. Give my shit that I just stole. Hell no, nigga. Give me all that. Oh, we got backup. Oh, give me that. Oh, you're going to walk off with the booze? You did all that for some free alcohol? Huh. Interesting. All right. EBT gets denied. I could see her stealing alcohol. It's kind of like that lady from Sam's yesterday. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. All right, so those of you that don't know Jeffrey Marsh is one of those Buffalo Bill looking motherfuckers who had a Patreon. I don't know if he still has it. He had a private Patreon that was basically for children only, and they weren't supposed to tell their parents about it, but they still paid him. And he would, in that Patreon, he would mentor these kids. Kids. Jeffrey Marsh. He's back again.
Tell you something about LGBTQ rights, about
Huh?
trans rights. This is only going in one direction. You will respect us.
What are you going to do?
You can be upset. You can be angry. You can think it's unfair. You can feel like we're stealing something
Right.
from you.
Uh-huh.
But it's still only going in one direction.
What?
You will respect us.
That sounds like a threat. Jeffrey. Sounds like a threat. And I don't take kindly to threats. So come. Or how did Kamala Harris say it? Don't come. This fucking pedophile. I can't believe he's still fucking running around all on his social media. Just like that little fucking, that retard. Did I get her video? I guess there's a new video of the retard at Disney. And I did not. Yeah, apparently Lily Tino, whatever the fuck that dude's name is, he's back. He's back. Oh. Oh, I just got a remix. A remix to this last Jeffrey Marsh video.
Down, shut the fuck up, whole damn place going down, burning up to the shit show. Come and sit down, shut the fuck up,
Get him, Donnie.
place going down, burning up to the shit show. Come and sit down, shut the fuck up,
AI does a body good. No, I think that one's dumb. Here we go. This is the one that was yelling. So let's see what she's got to say, because I think this is for white people. So all you white people that are watching right now, all one of you, get ready. Get ready. She's talking to you. You can already tell it's going to be some crazy hood shit. Look at him, her. That's a, I don't know anymore.
Let me tell you white ugly motherfucker something.
Oh, I'm
you
not.
Motherfuckers want to sit up here and talk about in my city how these teens are doing these takeovers, talking about who let these motherfuckers out the zoo. Let me tell you ugly bitches something. You motherfuckers look like you came from the zoo, and when you went, you smell like you came from the mother.
But if they came from the zoo, it's probably because they were at work. You, whoa, hey, you can't say that. Shut up. She doesn't live at a zoo. All right? That guy over there.
Fucking zoo. Bitch, don't play with us. You ugly stank motherfuckers.
I took a
bitch,
shower.
when it's raining and it's pouring, you ugly bitches, you smell like wet motherfucking dogs. When
like
you don't wash your nasty ass hair, bitch, you got motherfucking ticks coming out your motherfucking head.
First of all, my hair is real. 100% real. Can you do this? Oh my God, that hurt like a motherfucker. We're not doing that again.
Lice like a motherfucking tick come off a dog when they dirty. Bitch, don't play with us. Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Let me tell you why.
All right, whiteys. Don't play with her. Don't play with her. Oh man, why do I save this shit? Why do I save this shit? To force you guys to watch what I watched. It's probably the whole reason why. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He looks so upset. What's he crying about today? What victimhood is he going to use today to guide his way through?
When I say my parents are awful human beings, what I mean is that when my ex lied to me about being on birth control,
right?
So because she wanted to be on 16 and pregnant,
cool,
and then
so if she was 16, how old were you? Please tell me you weren't an adult.
Got pregnant, and I, as a 14-year-old, said I'm not going to.
14-year-old. Okay, good. Continue.
Be taking care of this baby, right? I think that she should get an abortion. And her family was against that. And so my dad was trying to tell me that I needed to accept the consequences of my own actions.
Sounds like a good dad. Sounds like a good dad.
And so I had to start yelling, my actions, those are her actions. And I said that if the child wasn't aborted or given up for it.
I don't think that'd happen. Because if it was me and my kid had said that, I'd have slapped the fuck out of him right out the door. One hit, like power slap.
Adoption, I was going to be pressing charges. I didn't give a shit what my parents had to say or what her family had to say.
Wait, what?
And that has been my instinct. And so I had to start yelling, my actions, those are her actions. And I said that if the child wasn't aborted or given up for adoption, I was going to be pressing charges.
I don't think that's how that works. If she has the child and keeps it, you're gonna file? What do you say?
Up for adoption, I was going to be pressing charges.
Pressing charges for what? You just literally put it on fucking media saying, oh, I'm the dad. Don't care. And I'm gonna file charges. I don't know what charges you're going to file. Is that she's going to start getting child support from your ass for at least 18 years? Yeah, it's probably not going to work out because it appears you still live in Dad's house. Dad's basement. Maybe the attic. Maybe the attic.
I didn't give a shit what my parents had to say or what her family had to say. And that has been my entire life, has been me having to stick up for myself because my parents will throw me under the bus at any opportunity they can.
Listen, bro. Them telling you to take care of what you've done, your consequences, and that's a bad thing? I mean, bro, that should be taught day one. I mean, it's not anymore. It's play the victim. Play the victim. Oh, she got pregnant? That's her fault because she lied to me and said she was on birth control. I don't think that's how it works, bro. And it seems like your dad is pretty much just a big pushover. And you run the place. And if he does something bad, you're probably going to scream, "Oh, it's because I'm trans!"
Okay, y'all, what's our game plan? Because I'm sick of talking about it.
Uh-huh.
I'm sick of praying about it.
What?
I'm sick of protesting.
Uh-huh.
I'm sick of being quiet.
Okay.
I'm sick of being cordial.
Right.
I'm sick of being nice. I'm
Okay.
sick of being understanding.
All right.
I'm sick of being forgiving.
Okay.
I'm ready for war. What are we doing?
First of all,
Okay, y'all.
bitch, you're ready for war, huh? What are you going to do? Fight the war from your fucking fat ass bed while you're laying down looking like a chocolate covered banana? Huh? Huh? You ain't ready. I'm not so sure I want to do the double talks. Yeah, fuck that. All right. Now that we're done with the X,
If you are white.
Oh shit, it's more racist stuff. And it's funny, this stuff is coming out more and more with Chud the Builder. And if you guys missed it on Big Bad Wolf last night, Alex went up and told his story and basically he's telling people to stop being so fucking sensitive. I agree. I agree.
If you are white and you are still calling black people the N-word in 2026 or still using that word, you deserve to... I'm not sugarcoating it anymore. You deserve to
die.
Are you saying we should die? We should die for saying...
Look at that. Look at that. The ones that don't give a shit will say whatever comes to our mouth.
a word. I'll stop saying it when you stop saying it. Nigga, you're not gonna deprive me of saying my favorite word. Nice nose ring, you leftist. You actually are a racist. And there's only one real N-word. It ends with the hard R. And even then, who gives a shit? It's a word. And you want to talk about black people? Let's talk about this. Isn't this you? Uh-oh. Abuse of child, cruelty, and neglect. It looks like only one of us has hurt the black community.
Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Shouldn't throw stones in a glass house.
And it wasn't with words. And a child at that. What are you gonna do? It looks like you only hurt children. I'm grown.
He grown. He grown. Can't say the N-word, but you can beat kids. At least from that guy's eyes. That's Adam Calhoun, by the way, if you wonder who that was.
I have a question for the older generation.
Hey, gotta say, not loving that as a nickname. But what do you need?
In the 90s, how were y'all broke? That was back when a Big Mac costed like $1.
Listen, kid, if McDonald's dollar menu from 1990 is your economic metric of choice, we're starting this conversation already in the drive-thru.
Our generation, we're still somehow making ends meet. With rent being 3 times as high, the average car note being $800 a month. How were y'all broke back then?
You want to know how Gen X could have been
car note
broke back in
wasn't
the
$800
90s
a month.
when a
Back
Big
then
Mac
it
was...
was like $325, and my insurance was equal to that because I was 19. So I was paying $600 a month for cars and insurance and gas, and I was supposed to survive. I was making $600 to $800 a month, bro. After taxes, of course. No, it was before taxes. So after taxes, I made around $650, $700 a month. $350 every 2 weeks. Yeah, that was it. Every 2 weeks.
Was a buck. Simple. We were broke differently. First of all, yes, you guys and everyone else are dealing with housing costs that are insane.
And I used to go to Taco Bell for like $6 and I'd come out with a ton of fucking food.
Today's average rent over $2,200 in a lot of cities. Back in the mid-90s, I think it was like $550 nationwide. It's true. But here's the part people forget. Our wages were garbage. Federal minimum wage in 1995, $4.25 an hour. In today's money, that's $8.70, less than what most fast food places pay.
I think, especially if you work on posts, you get like 20 starting for the fast food. And I think on the on the economy, I think they get 15 to 18 for working at Publix.
Today. And yes, I get we're talking buying power and it's horrible today, but hold on. You talk about car payments. A lot of Gen Xers, we didn't have car payments. We had cars, not good cars, not safe cars, not necessarily reliable cars. A lot of us had cars that needed to be prayed over like they were heading into surgery because our cars were like 15 years old. 2 different colored doors and smelled like Blockbuster popcorn. It was fine. Good enough. Got the job done. Rent? No, we weren't paying $2,200 a month. To be fair, I wasn't even paying the average $550 a month because I had 4 roommates. One who wasn't even legally on the lease and lived in the basement like a troll from Fraggle Rock. Hey, Tony. And yeah, things were cheap, sort of. Luxuries were way more expensive. TV, $500, $600, $800. Yeah. VCR, $300, $350. Computer in those dollars, $1,500 minimum, and it didn't do anything. Cell phones, forget it. We opted for pagers and finding payphones that didn't smell like sadness. And our big break after graduating college? Dude, we didn't graduate into tech jobs and remote work. We graduated into the .com bust. Some perspective? Back then, Amazon was literally an online bookstore. And failing. The only thing booming was the number of McJobs, part-time jobs, restaurant jobs, retail jobs, name tag jobs. So yeah, I guess a lot of us were broke. But half the reason we didn't feel broke is we lived more frugally and didn't really expect much. Not judging you guys, but we didn't compare.
I totally had a name tag job for 20 years. Literally. Which one's it?
I'm going to say this. I don't give a who cries in the comments. It's about to get real. I'm done apologizing for being white. I didn't own slaves. I didn't write Jim Crow. I didn't redline. I was born in the 1980s to a middle-class family that had to work for everything. I worked 50-plus hours a week, pay my taxes, and I'm still told I'm the villain. Every day it's check your white privilege, do a land acknowledgement, post the black square, feel guilty for something I had zero to do with. No way. My great-grandparents came off a boat from Germany with nothing. I've got black people in my family tree, and nobody in my bloodline ever owned a slave. You want an apology? Dig up the dead. You want?
I mean, there could have been a really good joke there. I have black people in my family tree. That could have been a really good racist joke right there. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Money? Call Congress, or better yet, work for it like everybody else has to. I'm not your emotional punching bag, and I'm sure as hell not your ATM because my skin is lighter than yours. And let's be real, people who never pick cotton want a check from people who never owned a plantation. That's not justice, that's a shakedown. And these sniveling liberal white apologists crying online for sins they didn't commit, you're not brave, you're a f***ing embarrassment. You apologize when you f*** up, not for history you weren't alive for. I'm sick of being told it's a crime to be a straight white man in this country. I go out of my way to treat people with respect until they give me a reason not to. I'm done bending the knee. I'm done whispering. I'm done disappearing into the background so you feel comfortable. I'm picking my side. I'm not guilty. I'm not sorry. I never was. You can stay mad. If you're done apologizing too, drop a comment below.
Oh man, this one is going to throw people for a loop because they want him to apologize for something that he was not a part of, and the fact that he's speaking his mind, which
Yo, hold on. I don't have to apologize for slavery, period. First of all, on my Filipino side, we didn't own slaves. And the United States, I don't think we came into here until after, the white portion came till like the 1860s. I don't know you shit. I don't know you shit. And if we really want to be real about it, you guys did get your 40 acres and a mule. Something that Abraham Lincoln already had set in motion. They were setting aside land in the southeast to give them their 40 acres and a mule. The mule was going to come from the armies, so armies' fleet of mules. Lincoln was assassinated, and then go figure, a Johnson, not just the one that said they're having them voting for the Democrat for the next 150 years, different Johnson. And he was like, you know what? We're not going to codify that into law, kind of like they did with the Doge cuts, and it disappeared. Didn't get it. So Democrats, people that complain about their 40 acres and a mule, Republicans gave it to you. They freed you. They gave it to you, but it was the Democrats that took it away from you. Good history lesson, right?
I'm going to be honest with you. Like, it's a lot of people that feel that way. It's people that come up to me every single day, black, white, Asian, all in between. That's like, yo, why can't people just be people and accept them for who they are and what it is that their experience is with them instead of judging them based off of the color of their skin? I've never seen anything in my life, a skin issue, in my lifetime, born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, to where it's been polarizing my entire life. And the fact that people keep on having these conversations over and over again as far as whether or not you have white privilege. I don't even know who coined that term. They need to be rich as hell. They should have trademarked it, the whole term white privilege, because
you know what?
Man,
need a time machine. Get me a time machine. Somebody, anybody, get me a motherfucking time machine. He just gave me an idea.
The work that they've done on liberal white apologists to make them feel comfortable about the fact that, oh my God, and it's like I have never seen more white women than I have now, and it's becoming more prolific. It's becoming even more pronounced. You see it more and more every single day. I've never seen more white people apologizing to people for doing things that they never did to make them feel better about how they feel about life. And
Harvey.
Oh, well, fuck. All right. I don't really know why I put this here. Hold on. Let me see what's next real quick. Oh, the next one's going to be funny too. Why did I put this motherfucker here? I don't know. I don't know why this is here, so fuck it. We're not skipping it. Maybe it'll come to me like an epiphany.
Levin, of course, is the TMZ guy, was talking about Spencer Pratt. TMZ is one of those media outlets who've had some pretty unfair headlines that they've levied against Spencer Pratt. However, listen to the effect that Spencer Pratt's strategy is having on people who are traditionally leftist people, but who are living this dirty, disgusting, dangerous, destructive reality that is the city of Los Angeles right now.
I don't think it would make a difference for Chelsea Handler. And I don't know if Chelsea's address puts her in a place where she's voting for LA mayor, but she sounded off about Spencer anyway.
Oh, hi, if you're seeing this video, this is a reminder that a straight white male, former reality star that has no previous experience in government should not be a legitimate political candidate. Have we learned anything yet? The bar is on the floor, people.
How do people not see this as for what it is? If you're a straight white male, you're straight up the enemy. You're the Antichrist. You're what's wrong with this world. You're what's wrong with this world. But isn't a good majority of this world straight white males? I mean, in the United States, it's 50-50 male to female, but that's just overall.
And I need you to jump over it.
What the hell is Chelsea Handler? Straight white male. that makes somebody disqualified? Oh, you're not supposed to vote for straight white males. I mean, it's ridiculous to say that. This is why people hate the left right now. I mean, this is why celebrities are scoffed at. She doesn't want straight white males. I mean, that's what she meant. She said it.
Harvey Levin just cried.
Yo, I just realized, fuck you, Harvey Levin, you Jewish Epstein file loving motherfucker. This is, see? I'm very DEI. I realized that as I was watching the whole video, this whole segment so far going on, man, a lot of the videos I'm showing are like of black people. It's not being very diverse. And then maybe that's why I subliminally added this one, because it's, yeah, you can hate white people too, because some of them are stupid as fuck. Not me. I'm only stupid. Apparently. See, when you're like half white, I can be half racist. I can't be fully racist, period. I'm black. Remember? That one black lady said Filipinos are black. Just saying. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. Oh. Ooh, hey guys, look what I found. Look at what I found. I can say it. I have the official race card. Thank you. Thank you. Official race card. I don't know why I bought that many years ago, but I did. I think it was in 2020. Anyway, I'm sorry. Let me get back to what we were talking about, or haven't started talking about. What about The View? What about the... Oh my gosh. Are we back? Okay, it looks like we're still connected. All right, cool. All right. So let's go to The View. Allegedly in Minecraft. This is not The View, by the way.
Conservatives are freaking out over Christopher Nolan's casting choices. Any Greek citizen out there that has an issue with this film, if it's true that they really are criticizing Helen of Troy, the people of Greece need to grow up, have some hair, and start acting like men.
Oh, yeah, those women in Greece, grow some hair and act like men. Wait, what's this? Hold on. What am I missing? Is that a clue?
By Zeus's thunderclapping balls! Who is this chattering harpy who thinks they can lecture me on manhood?
What the hell is this? You can't just barge in here.
Who are these weaklings?
Excuse me? I will not be disrespected on my show by some toxic frat boys in Halloween armor.
Silence, crone, before I carve out your legacy like no diversity hire ever could. Listen well, you soft, flickering shades of men. This withered witch dares tell my people to grow hair on their chests, while your Hollywood priests paint our history into rainbow-colored dust. They desecrate Helen and then call us the fragile ones for objecting. They castrate their sons, celebrate weakness, and then demand the heroes of old bow to their religion of ugliness and lies. I am Achilles, and I would rather die 1,000 deaths than live a single day as one of you sniveling tongue waggers. So take your message and eat shit!
Come on, that was kind of funny. All right.
If there's one thing a young...
So it looks like we may or may not have another George Floyd incident. But we're going to Uno reverse it, as Cox would say, Aaron. AVC, AC, I really don't know what to fucking call you anymore. England. You guys know that young... Oh my God, she was right. Lady J was right. Holy fuck. You know, that the Novak kid, 19-year-old England, that was stabbed by a Sikh. And then the police handcuffed him and thought he was lying, all because the Sikh said he was racist. And the kid bled out right there. And they kept telling him he's lying. You're lying. Body cam footage came out. And now The Brits are hurting. Not the Brits. The police over there are hurting. It's kind of like a George Floyd type thing. But if you want to turn that around, guess what happened recently is a young 14-year-old black male was shot by a Vietnamese store owner because he may or may not have stolen a bottle of water. And then he ran away, and he was shot in the back. One of the things I didn't mention is that this 14-year-old had a gun on him while he was running away. And he dropped it, and he shot. Bro, if you turn around with a pistol in your hand, sorry, bro. Sorry. It's happening. And they're going to be pissed off because the Vietnamese store owner found not guilty. So that could be their next George Floyd. So we got those coming up. And of course, the verdict would come down during an election season. July, October, November, 3 months before the elections.
One person wants a safe future, and your future is stolen when a third worlder comes to your nation and stabs you multiple times in the neck and the chest. And then you are left to die. And then you're able to see all of the luxuries afforded to a foreigner who murders you, like the cops handcuffing you as you're begging for help, bleeding out in the road, dragged through the gravel, and told you haven't actually been stabbed. When the guy's actually...
Every time I see that, it makes me smile, Zippity. A lot of people don't know. You know, and it's not like it's a hidden secret. No, that trial's over. The Vietnamese store owner is not guilty.
actually standing there with a knife. This is the face of a murderer, a cold-blooded murderer, somebody who has zero remorse for the 18-year-old young British boy, Henry Novak, whose life he stole. And now young people all across the UK are rising up. Thousands and thousands are in Southampton today. Just as we predicted, there's going to be a revolution in the UK. Henry Novak's video has accelerated it times 10x. The great empire, the cradle of Western civilization, will not be colonized by the third world. All of the West will follow. We're done being polite. Enough is enough. Well, that prediction rang true. Look at these scenes out of Southampton today. Thousands of people are reciting Henry's last words, "I can't breathe." This will put a chill down your spine. Listen to this.
How wild is it that the kid's last words were legit, "I can't breathe"? How wild is this? And it's almost like the stabbing happened. But that specific phrasing, right, already has some young scholars complaining that they can't take that. That was ours. That was ours.
Look at that. Outside of the police station. We need justice for Henry Novak and for all of the young children of the West and Christendom, which is actually, of course, what they're after. They're after the institutions that established great Christian nations. They want to dismantle those. They care less about skin color and more about importing as many people as possible from non-Christian backgrounds into your nation in order to strike at the absolute heart of what makes a nation great, which is a common cause, a common belief system, a common sense of justice, decency, cleanliness, ladies and gentlemen.
Is next to godliness.
And vision. And they've attacked these wonderful people. They bring in these absolute barbarians, which is what they are. These are barbarians. This man raped women in England, and this was how he smiled after he was found guilty of this. Same thing here. Both of these Pakistanis. Same thing here, knife stabber. Same thing here. This is the mother, actually, of the man who stabbed Henry Novak, who hid his murder weapon.
Oh.
She is a visitor. She's she's on a visa. She needs to be sent back home after a long.
Are the Brits going to deport them just like we do? Do they deport them like we do? Or are they just like really, really, my God, guys, slap on the wrist, slap on the wrist.
Long prison sentence that must happen. She has to be deported, right? This or death, says Elon Musk. And a lot of people are actually calling for the death penalty. You should bring back the death penalty. Rotting in jail is too good for this scumbag.
Yeah, but it's
Says
England. It's not like they're going to
Rupert
listen to a bunch
who
of Americans.
is in charge of the Restore Britain political movement. He says we need to give Vikram Digwa the death penalty. Henry Novak was stabbed by Digwa 5 times, including twice in the back of the legs and the face, a fatal wound to the chest. He filmed him instead of calling for help, and his mother then gave him aid and helped him hide all of his weapons. Keeping the savage alive serves nobody. So there's a, I mean, who can argue with this? The fact that a foreigner can invade a country and then kill people without receiving the death penalty is absurd. How are you going to prevent it from happening to your kids? That's the question. How does any young person in England or in America wake up in the morning and say, it's not going to be...
Guys, in order to prevent all this from happening, we need to assimilate to them, right? They came here, so we have to assimilate and accommodate them. Then maybe this shit won't happen, right? Maybe this shit won't happen. Maybe, maybe not. But it depends on your way of thinking. I think it'll help. Just let them all in. Let them all... Wait, is this the liberal hour? But I think it's too late for Europe. I think it's really too late for Europe. Maybe Russia's like, you know what? Not enough white people in Europe. We're going to take this place over again. Get it, boss. Sorry, I don't know where I was going with that. But here, now I really forgot where I was going with that. Fuck me.
I just want to remind everybody, you know, our foreign policy is one...
Yo, this guy, I don't know. I'm going to say this right now. On record, until he fucks something up, I'm voting for him for president for 2028. I hope he runs. Rumor is J.D. Vance isn't.
That's solely
Then again,
focused on the national interest of the United States of America, on the defense of our country, both its military defense and our security, but also our economic security and the vibrancy of our economy, our sovereignty, and our future. We believe that America should lead the world, and I...
Dude, what's up with all the younger people in the background?
believe that we are, and we'll have a very good story to tell about that. American leadership, however, should always be on behalf of the American interests. I say this because I think over a period of time in our foreign policy, we lost focus on that. The reality of it is that our foreign policy, first and foremost, must always be what is in the national interest of the United States of America. And determining the national interest oftentimes requires us to make pragmatic decisions. Sometimes in foreign policy, the choices are not between a good choice and a bad choice. It's between two less than ideal choices, and you're trying to figure out which one of these two choices is the one that is best for the United States and least harmful to our interests. And that plays out every single day. That said, we remain the world's sole global superpower, the most powerful country on earth. We have the largest economy. We have the most formidable and powerful military ever known to man, by the way. Our dollar remains the reserve currency of the world. Our language is used extensively throughout the world to transact all sorts of business and many of our engagements. But all of this means very little if that power is not used to protect the people who built it, the people who it is meant to protect. I also remind everybody the United States government is not a charity. We are not here to play social worker. We are here to win. We are here to win on behalf of the American people and on behalf of the national interest.
I like it.
To win for our country, to win for the people of America, to win for the things that are important for our future. And that's what we exist to do. The State Department exists to carry out the foreign policy of the United States, both in diplomacy and in aid, in a way that furthers the national interest and helps the American people. And it's guided every decision that's been made since January of 2025. I'll give you a perfect example in our own Western Hemisphere, an area that this committee and many of its members long argued, as I did, has long been neglected and not been paid attention to. We now have in this hemisphere a coalition of friendly countries, over a dozen, who have aligned to work on not just the issues of security that we all have in common, but also economic prosperity that go hand in hand. It's an amazing story that basically, other than Nicaragua, other than Cuba, obviously other than Venezuela, remains with some challenges, and of course Brazil, although they're in the midst of an election cycle, and to some extent the current government in Colombia as well, at least the president's been problematic.
Well, it looks like that president of Colombia's days are numbered. And it might be like a Trump-esque type leader.
But generally speaking, it is now a region filled with American allies, American-friendly leaders, and an America-friendly direction. Obviously, we have to operationalize that into action after 20 years of neglect, in which China and other global powers have intruded in our Western Hemisphere to the detriment not just of American national interest, but to the detriment, in our view, of the people of those countries as well. So these are important achievements, and one that I'm very happy about. I'm also happy about the way we've transformed foreign aid. In any transition, there will be, bumps in the road, but largely speaking, if you think about how those programs that existed in the past were failing us, the old model had to be replaced. And the foreign assistance that remains is being brought under the strategic direction of the State Department. So we're not just providing money, we are also seeking outcomes. It's not just how much money you spend on a program, it's whether you're getting outcomes from it. But it's also being guided with our strategic view in mind. And that means that we are able to provide aid not just all over the world, but specifically targeted at those most in need and those places around the world most important to the national interest of the United States. That will remain our guiding principle. That's been our guiding principle.
Fuck the rest of y'all that don't have anything to help us. We don't need you, right? So it goes back to, it's always about the oil. I like it. I like it's always about the oil with, some extra thrown in to, get people to, hurrah! Can't believe I just said that. I'm going to go fucking jump off a cliff. I'm allegedly in Minecraft. Let's continue.
In our reforms. So, I would just, we can get into a lot of these details in our questions. The bottom line is that all this and more is a reflection of this belief that I outlined at the outset, and that is that foreign policy cannot be separated from economic policy, from border policy, from energy policy, from any of these other spheres that are critical to our national interests. A country that cannot build ships or produce medicine, or control immigration, or access vital resources, cannot defend its people, cannot defend its interests, and cannot defend its way of life. So our foreign policy continues to be reoriented around the real foundations of national strength. This budget is yet another step, I believe, in that direction. Obviously, the appropriators here will have a huge say on the outcome of what that budget ultimately looks like, as we don't anticipate that for the first time in modern history, Congress will just take up our budget and pass it. We think it'll go through some substantial reforms along the way, and we look forward to engaging you like we did last year to produce what we think is a very good spending bill at that time.
At least he's honest. That should be what the State Department's job is. That's why they're called the State Department. They're not busy doing stuff like ignoring a call for help in Libya. 4 people died on a rescue mission because they didn't want to send help. Because at that point, what difference does it make? And we had no interest in Libya. So what does Europe have for us? Other than that we have a pact.
Hey everyone, before the video starts, just a quick heads up about the spring sale.
Wait, what the hell?
Oh, we're gonna watch people who drive who can drive.
Price.
Here we go. Alright, red light. What are you doing?
God. Oh shit!
Go on.
Wait, what the hell?
Wait, who's driving off?
Oh my god!
necessary. Far from it. It is a bonus. A good one, yet a bonus nevertheless. Graviton is just for Tyranitar. Now, if a Pokemon is as scary as Latios to the point where many teams without
Yo, you could be like, hey, yo, that shit fucked up my windshield too. Gets his insurance to pay for that, even though it was already fucked up.
Oh my god!
Hydroplaning is fun, not really.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Think I'm so cool, I say something, ain't no going back. Now they ask where Kiki's at. I'm like, you can't hang with that. So the job is here, look at that money. 멈추지 않아, once we go.
God damn!
Pickup truck.
God damn! Son of a bitch! Okay, just go ahead.
Nobody's gonna help the guy in the.
Just go ahead.
All right. Yo, this crazy. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Whew. Never mind. Oh. All right. You're gonna. Hey, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where are you going? This is Europe. I'm not really sure. It had to be a woman driver. That had to be a woman driver. Yo, this motherfucker drives off too. Look at this shit. Oh, sorry, I just smashed into the SUV. She's gonna drive off now. Oh,
Oh, son of a...
Oh no, that road's all kinds of fucked up. You alright, bro? You can't park there. Oh. Hey, they're not gonna stop.
That guy just totally went and hit me.
What do you want to say, Caleb?
Yep. Should have paid attention.
The US doing the same at some stage. Look, the Obama administration will be delighted. They will say that this is a further indication of the special relationship that binds the United States. John, President Obama is on the road.
I always got in the habit when like I would get close to like a style or an accident in Germany. I would, as soon as I see people slowing down, automatically hit that 4 ways. So better motherfuckers behind me better be paying attention. And I still use that today. And it works.
To an improvement in the very chilly relationship.
Oh my god!
in the direction that you think I am, but I also think that we have ample reason to kind of get critical of people and their performance.
What the fuck? So in Europe, if you're in the left lane, you have the right of way. So the way that person was merging, they're going to be held fault.
Multiple streams talking about the outpouring of sympathy.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you... Look at this old man. Pay attention. Pay attention. That, ladies and gentlemen, was the actual dash cam driver's fault.
Why?
You say no and I say yes.
Why?
This is wild. Look at this shit.
But why?
Daddy.
Yeah? Oh, shit.
Fuck that
Look at
shit.
this
I ain't
guy.
waiting.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Daddy?
Oh,
Holy smokes.
Huh? Huh?
That truck over there.
truck over there.
What?
All right. Oh, slow down.
Oh,
Slow down.
car crash.
Excuse me, sir. You can't park there. Yo, this shit's wild. I hope this bus was empty. That is crazy.
Video locked.
Hey, whoa! Whoa, 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 stop. Holy shit, this is wild. The passenger like, oh my god, let me out of this motherfucker. Oh god. Oh, oh, oh. She out. She out. Yeah, let's stand in front of the car like a retard. With an Uber driver?
Whoa! Whoa! Come here! Bro, I'm not touching the fucking car. I know I fucked up. Bro, you keep the car. I know I fucked up, bro.
Is that an Asian driver?
He's gonna come here. I got fucking moving.
Wait, who's he yelling at? So is this Uber ride free? Shitty part about this dumb bitch, now they gotta call a hazmat team.
What's that? Yeah, I know. She just said she just filled up her tank.
Okay, let's go in.
That shit just flowing out of that gas tank.
But she's okay.
Did you hear what she said? She was looking at the map on her phone.
Oh.
And this is a lesson to all you people. She said she just filled her tank. Well, I mean, forget the gas. The car.
Mercedes SUV too. Bet she white.
She went through 3 of them.
Yeah, it was really loud. Hey,
I'm surprised there's not more damage in the front of this car.
to Dallas, Texas TV.
It's a Mercedes, guys.
I don't want to stay here and read this gas.
Okay.
Hey, these cars sure are safe, I tell you what.
Yeah. I'm surprised the airbags didn't go off.
It's a Mercedes. Safety hazard. Probably got a recall.
Kia.us/bedroom storage. Dream the possibilities.
Oh, 100%. It's gonna take the speed ratio.
An all-expenses paid trip to the Holy Land.
Whoa.
I said, thanks. No.
Get
I
a
can
fucking
pay for my own vacation.
God damn!
The funniest part is it says student driver. This is somebody that's a student driver.
Finally got it. Oh my God.
What is this person doing?
Oh. Oh.
Okay, Garmin. Save video.
They were just making sure that their stock is so good. Oh, yo, this motherfucker, I don't understand. Slammed on his brakes. Must be some accident or traffic in front of him, huh? Nope. Just slammed on his brakes, probably because he missed his turn.
So what do we know about these strikes on Crimea?
So remember that in March, President Trump signed a proclamation that designated Transiagua, or TDA, as a designated foreign terrorist organization. And TDA, as a reminder,
I love the outcome after this. Because you already know what's going to happen. The school bus. Here we go to start. Man, fuck you guys. I'm speeding through here. And the cop's like, you dumb bitch. You dumb bitch. She done. I'm going to assume it's a woman driver, too. So, yeah. I'm going to assume that was a woman driver, and if you don't think so, too fucking bad. Too fucking bad. Oh. Who doesn't enjoy a little flashback every once in a while? We're going to take a trip down memory lane, ladies and gentlemen. A trip down memory lane, especially those of us that are 80s, 90s, some of you older people like Angela's. We remember these things. We remember these things well. You too, Zippity.
None of us thought any of it was unusual at the time. At the height of the waterbed craze in 1987, nearly 1 in 4 mattresses purchased in the United States was a waterbed. A vinyl bag full of water sitting in a wood frame.
You guys remember when it was they wouldn't take people if they had a waterbed in apartments, especially on anything above the first floor?
Plugged into the wall. The pitch was straightforward. The bed contoured to your spine stayed cool through summer, warm through winter. Plenty of people will still tell you they slept better on a waterbed than on anything since. The complications were less straightforward. A king-size waterbed weighed around 1,800 pounds when filled. You needed a heater, or you'd be sleeping on cold water. You needed a conditioner, or algae would start growing inside. And one small leak meant the bedroom carpet, the floor underneath, and the apartment downstairs were all about to have a very bad day. Anyone who owned one remembers running a garden hose through the bedroom window and siphoning 235 gallons back out the day they finally moved. Clap on, clap off. The clapper. It launched in 1985, and for a few seconds it really did feel like the future had arrived. You plugged your lamp into the clapper, and the clapper plugged into the wall. 2 claps for the lamp, 3 claps for the TV. The first time anyone saw it work, it looked like pure magic. In real life, the magic ran into problems. The dog barked at the mailman and the kitchen light came on.
I like it.
Somebody sneezed during dinner and the entire room went dark.
That's funny.
But the jingle was undeniable. And almost everyone in America could sing it within a year. Sometime around 1984, a white goose with a blue ribbon around its neck flew into the average American kitchen. And it never really left. It started small. A goose-shaped cookie jar, a dish towel. Within 3 years, it was everywhere. Wallpaper, canister sets, trivets, welcome mats, curtains. By 1988, you couldn't buy a casserole dish at a country store without a goose painted on it. The goose came with friends. There were ducks.
I don't remember
There were
these.
geese
Maybe
and
it's because
bonnets.
it's average.
There were geese pulling little wooden carts. There were heart-shaped wreaths with 3 geese in formation. For almost a decade, this was the most popular bird in America. For about 10 years, no American wall was finished without a strip of pattern running across the top of it. You painted the room a soft pastel, then ran a 9-inch strip of patterned paper at the ceiling like a frame. The kitchen got fruit baskets. The dining room got ivy. The bathroom got seashells. The nursery got teddy bears.
Holy fuckball.
The bedroom got cabbage roses. The most popular pattern in America was a folk art design called Heart and Hand. Red hearts, blue hands, holding a tulip. It ended up in millions of country kitchens between 1986 and 1992. By the next decade, taking it down was the first job on every renovation list. It wasn't quite pink. It wasn't quite purple. It was mauve. And from about 1985 to 1991, it was on every surface in America. There was mauve carpet,
Okay, I
mauve
remember
bath
the
towels,
carpet.
mauve tile,
And
mauve
the tile.
appliances, mauve curtains, mauve bedspreads, mauve toilet seats, mauve toothbrush holders. Often paired with teal, often paired with both. It was a color so specific to the decade that finding it in a home today instantly dates the place. Most of it was painted over by 1993, but you can still walk into a doctor's waiting room and find a chair, a wall, or a carpet that never got the message. Look up at the ceiling in almost any American home built between 1965 and 1990, and you saw the same thing. A bumpy white surface that someone once decided looked like cottage cheese. Contractors used popcorn texture for 3 reasons. It went up fast, it was inexpensive, and it covered every imperfection in the drywall behind it.
I still have popcorn.
The premium versions had glitter mixed in, so the ceiling sparkled when the lamp came on at night. What the texture also did, which nobody was selling, was trap dust, kitchen grease, and a steady decade of cigarette smoke from a time when people still smoked indoors. Anyone who has tried to remove one understands the cost. White dust ends up in every drawer, every shelf, every air vent in the house. The ceiling that took 20 minutes to spray takes 3 weekends to scrape down. If something here is bringing back memories, drop it in the comments. And hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Walk into a 1980s den, a finished basement, or a rec room, and you walked into a wall of wood.
This is so funny.
Or what looked like wood. Faux wood paneling came in 3/4-inch sheets, 4 feet wide, 8 feet tall, and colors with names like honey pine and dark walnut. It was nailed up over drywall, over concrete blocks, over old plaster. Cheap, fast, warm looking. The trick was that most of it wasn't actually wood. It was vinyl printed to look like wood, glued onto particle board. The grain was a photograph. If you looked closely, you could sometimes see the same knot repeating itself across the room. Whole generations of American homes had walls that were technically a picture of a tree. Walk into a 1980s bathroom and the first thing you encountered was the toilet.
These fuzzy covers. My mom fucking loved putting these on the toilet for some reason. I always thought they were stupid.
Wearing an outfit. A shaggy fabric lid cover in pink or
and the
peach or
bowl
mauve
cover
that flopped backwards
I remember
every
that
time you
too.
tried to lift it. Match it to a contour rug at the base. Match the rug to a tank cover. Match that to the shower curtain. By the end, the toilet had more accessories than the person sitting on it. The floor was a similar story. Bathroom carpet, wall to wall, was a real and widespread phenomenon. The thinking was that carpet felt warmer underfoot than tile. The thinking aged badly. Putting carpet in the room with the most water exposure in the house produced exactly the result you'd expect. Owners remember the smell, the patches around the toilet base, the day they pulled it up and discovered what had been growing underneath. Anything in a 1980s home that could be made from metal was a candidate for a brass finish. The list was long: bathroom faucets, lamp bases, drawer pulls, towel bars, ceiling fan blades, candlesticks, picture frames, door handles, the pull chain on the kitchen light, the Lazy Susan in the corner cabinet. The look was meant to read as expensive, warm, polished, a little glamorous. The trouble with brass was that it never stayed that way. Fingerprints showed up immediately and lived there permanently. The metal tarnished, and most of the brass in the average home wasn't even solid brass.
Brasso. God damn, when I was a kid, I had to fucking brasso. Like, clean the motherfucking house. Fucking in there brassoing the fucking thing on the shower, the water. You know, where everything was metal. And to fucking make those bitches shine, and it wasn't like with just Windex. And then it transferred over into the army. Fuck!
It was a thin layer of plating over a cheaper base metal. After 3 or 4 years of weekly polishing, the plating wore through and the homeowner discovered they'd been buffing the same patch of zinc for half a decade. By the late 1990s, brass was the first finish every renovation tore out. Every 1980s living room had one piece of furniture that dominated the entire room.
Fuck you!
It wasn't the couch, it was the entertainment center. 8 feet wide, 6 feet tall.
I remember
solid
putting those
oak,
together.
or at least solid oak looking. Glass doors with little brass knobs. Built-in shelves designed to fit exactly the right number of slots. 200 VHS tapes, 80 cassettes, 30 records, an Atari, a Nintendo, a stereo receiver, and a 27-inch tube TV in the center. The doors had a little click magnet that latched them shut. The magnets attracted every fingerprint in the house. When it came time to move, the entertainment center was usually the moment somebody started crying. 4 people walking it sideways through the hallway, scratching every doorframe along the way. Through the late 1980s, answering machines went from luxury item to standard household equipment. By the mid-1990s, roughly 3
You gotta remember running home to try and delete the messages from the school.
out of every 4 homes in the country had one. 2 cassette tapes inside, one for the outgoing greeting, one for incoming messages. A small red light blinking the number of messages waiting. Coming home to find that number, reading 6, was the small daily thrill of an entire decade. The technology wasn't what made these machines memorable. The greeting was. Some families did it the normal way. Others saw the cassette tape and saw an opportunity. The kids would gather around the phone and sing the greeting in 3-part harmony.
What?
Whatever ended up on that tape became the soundtrack every caller heard for the next 6
Holy
months.
shit. I think that's the one we had. I think that's the exact one we had. Guys, remember Radio Shack and Circuit City?
No matter how funny it had been on the day it was recorded. Long stretches of glass across suburban America in the 1980s came with one solution: vertical blinds. 3-inch plastic slats hanging from a track at the top, controlled by a wand on the side, marketed as the elegant treatment for patio doors and sliding glass. The showroom version was sleek. The home version was different.
Yo, don't have this bitch around dogs. They will fucking tear these blades down like nothing.
One slat had always rotated in the wrong direction. Another had popped off the track and was leaning against the wall. A third had been bent by a kid, chewed by a dog, or warped by sunlight, and never sat flat again. Walking past them produced the signature noise of an 80s living room. A long plastic clatter like dominoes falling slowly down a hallway. Anyone with vertical blinds at home learned to walk a slightly different path through the room just to keep the whole wall from rattling at once. Glass blocks weren't new in the 1980s. They had been around for almost 100 years.
My kids keep saying that she wants to put those in her house. For some reason, she's like all in on glass blocks. I'm like, all right. I mean, it's your house. I'm not going to say no.
But the decade discovered them, branded them as Miami Vice, and started installing them everywhere. In bathrooms, glass blocks formed the wall around the shower. In entryways, they replaced solid walls to let light through. In bedrooms, they sometimes formed an entire wall between the sleeping area and the master bath. The pitch was that the blocks were modern and architectural. In practice, everything behind a glass block wall looked blurred, underwater, like a memory you couldn't quite focus on. Showering behind one was fine. Looking through one at someone in the next room was an experience. Tell me in the comments, which one of these did your house have? I read everyone. Somewhere between 1965 and 1985, somebody decided that gathered seating needed to be at a different elevation than the rest of the house. And for 20 years, millions of American homes were built with sunken living rooms.
Oh, I wish I
walked in
still
the
had
front
one
door,
of those.
Took 2
Never
carpet
seen
steps
one, but I want one.
down, and you were in the conversation pit. The carpet was usually shag and rust or harvest gold, or by the 1980s, a sea of mauve. The architectural idea was that the lower floor created intimacy.
Oh.
The reality was that
Weird.
people tripped on the steps. Toys disappeared down them. The vacuum couldn't get over them. When the sunken living room finally went out of style, it became the first thing every renovation team filled in.
Fuck you!
If a 1980s home wanted to feel bigger, the answer was always the same. Cover an entire wall in mirrors.
Yeah, I
Sometimes
think
it
it's
was one
weird.
giant sheet of
People
mirrored
do
glass.
this.
More often, it was the do-it-yourself version. 12-inch square mirror tiles with adhesive squares already on the back. You peeled the paper, pressed the tile against the wall, and lined up the next one. By the end of the afternoon, you had a wall of mirrors slightly crooked with thin grout lines between every tile. Some had silver veins, some had gold flecks. When the time came to take them down, half the drywall came off with the tiles. There are houses today still living with mirror tile glue residue under their wallpaper, and the homeowners don't even know it.
Who still uses wallpaper?
In countless American homes, the good living room couch lived its entire life under a
the mattresses. Pat, you know, when you're a kid, you're like, oh my god, I don't want to make too much noise. I'll wake up my parents. So you're sitting on that bed and you're like trying to move as slow as possible. And at least at that point, I was like 40 pounds, 50 pounds. You're like trying not to make noise. And the more you tried not to make noise, the more you made.
Fitted clear vinyl cover. White piping along the seams cut to the cushions. The intention was to keep the upholstery underneath in original condition for as long as possible. Sitting on it was an experience. bare legs adhered to the vinyl in summer within seconds. Standing up came with a long, peeling sound. Every shift in position came with a fresh squeak. Here's the funny part of the story. A lot of those couches still exist. Pull up the plastic, and the upholstery underneath looks like the day it left the showroom. 40 years of preservation, perfectly intact. Because nobody ever sat on it. The plastic worked. Everything else was the price. Walk into a slightly upscale 1980s living room, and somewhere in a corner you would find one.
I actually have
a white
one of those,
plaster
too.
column, 4 feet tall, in the shape of a fluted green
I just think they
river.
look cool.
On top sat a vase of dried flowers, or a fake silk plant, or sometimes a marble bust of a Roman senator nobody could name. The implication was that the living room was the foyer of a small palazzo, a place where philosophers might gather. The fact that the column was hollow, weighed 8 pounds, and could be ordered from a J.C. Penney catalog for $39.99 was beside the point. By the mid-1990s, most of them were quietly walked out to the garage. Some of them are still there. In 1982, a small terracotta ram coated in chia seeds went on sale for the first time, and one of the most unlikely product success stories of the decade was born. The process was simple.
Can't believe these.
Soak the figurine
go for
overnight,
sale.
mix the chia seeds into a green paste and smear them into the grooves on the pottery. Place it on a sunny windowsill. Within a week, sprouts pushed through and the bear clay animal slowly developed a coat of green fuzz that was meant to read as fur. Some came in evenly, others grew thick on one side and almost nothing on the other. After the ram came turtles, frogs, kittens, puppies, and pigs. By the late 1980s, every drugstore had a stack of them in the holiday display, and the jingle from the commercial, a chia, was wedged permanently into the head of an entire generation.
Oh, fuck.
Few products from the 1980s have a stranger backstory than the Ginsu knife.
We had them. We 100% had them.
The product itself was made in Fremont, Ohio, by a company that had been producing kitchen cutlery for decades. The brand name, however, was completely fabricated. 2 ad executives in Rhode Island invented the word Ginsu because it sounded vaguely Japanese and Japan was selling.
What's up,
The
Rockstar?
commercials are unforgettable. A man in a white karate uniform splits a wooden board with his hand, then attempts the same trick on a tomato and produces pulp. Cut to the knife slicing through a tin can, then a leather shoe, then a garden hose, then a tomato paper thin.
You heard he said tin can, not aluminum.
But wait, there's more. Between 1978 and the mid-1980s, that one commercial format moved more than $50 million worth of knives. The blade was perfectly fine.
More respect to you.
The
man.
advertising
More
was the
respect to you.
breakthrough. Every late-night cable channel that came after still owes the Ginsu a small royalty. In September 1985, an animatronic talk...
I fucking loved this toy. Fucking loved it. Never had the D batteries. Every time the batteries would go, I would tell my parents, hey, I need some batteries. And like, fuck you. I'm like, all right, cool. So when I would get D batteries, I would put like cassette tapes, not the Teddy Ruxpin tapes. Didn't that motherfucker jam out?
Talking Bear arrived in toy stores across the country, manufactured by a company called Worlds of Wonder. To a child opening one on Christmas morning, this was magic. The mechanism worked like this.
Relax, Zippity. Relax. Obviously, I was a weird kid. Was I weird? Nobody knows. Back in the 80s and 90s, you couldn't tell anybody that was a weird kid. But I had Teddy Ruxpin. I definitely remember Teddy Ruxpin. In Alabama. Huh. Holy fuck, that was in the 80s. Oh, yeah, that would make sense. Let's continue.
A cassette tape slotted into a compartment in the bear's back. Press play and the audio came out of a speaker in his chest, while his eyes blinked and his mouth moved in time with the words.
Yeah!
The first time you saw it, the effect was extraordinary. The bear was reading you a story. In real life, the magic had limits. The cassette could stretch, the motor timing could drift, and as the batteries ran low, the cheerful narrator's voice slowed down with them. The bear that had once said, "Hello, my name is Teddy Ruxpin," would, by the time you noticed, sound like something a child should not be sleeping in the same bedroom with. Even so, Teddy generated $93 million in sales his first year and took the title of best-selling toy in America. That was the 1980s. Carpet found its way.
I remember the Cabbage Patch Kids. I remember them. And they actually, now that I'm like way older, they have a true meaning. There's the Cabbage Patch Kid conspiracy from the 1800s. That's where it came from. Hold on, now.
How?
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Since we are doing a flashback to the 80s and 90s, I think the arthritis is coming back. So we're going to take a quiz. We're going to take a quiz. I admit I haven't watched this yet, but I was like, you know what? Let's take the quiz live and in living color. Or live from New York, it's Wednesday morning. But we're not in New York.
Well, do you remember the 80s and 90s? Test your memory and think fast. You've only got 6 seconds for each question.
Fuck you, I'm gonna
Keep
pause.
track of your score and let me know in the comments how many you get right. Let's get started. What is the name of the bar featured in the TV show
Cheers!
where everybody knows your name?
Cheers!
The answer
Maybe I
is
don't need to
Cheers.
pause it.
The phone number 1-800-CRIME-TV was used as a tip line on which TV show?
America's Most Wanted?
It was the tip line for America's Most Wanted. What dance move did Michael Jackson popularize during a 1983
moonwalk.
performance of Billie Jean?
Come on.
The moonwalk. What TV series starred both Jason Priestley and Luke Perry?
90210?
That was Beverly Hills 90210.
Never really got into that show.
In 1987, which U.S. president delivered a speech in
Ronald
Berlin calling to
Reagan.
tear down this wall?
I used to have a piece of that wall. But then I think my parents took it back.
It was Ronald Reagan. In 1994, which former NFL player was involved in a televised
juice.
police chase in Los Angeles? The answer is O.J. Simpson. What warning screen commonly appeared
FBI.
at the start of VHS
FBI
tapes in the
copyright.
United States? It was an FBI warning. What game show featured celebrities seated in a large
Hollywood
tic-tac-toe style
Squares.
grid?
Hollywood Squares.
It was called Hollywood Squares. What sitcom features
Now
the
keep in mind, a lot of these like the Hollywood Squares and shit. Summer as a kid, or when you're skipping school, dude, there's fucking daytime game shows all the time. And I remember watching Hollywood Squares as a kid in Germany.
character Al Bundy as the main
Married with Children.
character? It's Married with Children. What song by Simple Minds plays in both the opening and closing credits of The Breakfast Club?
Uh-oh. I don't know this one.
It's Don't You Forget About Me.
How did I not know that?
Which computer operating system was the most widely used on personal computers during the 1990s?
Windows?
Microsoft Windows. How old is Doogie Howser at the start of the TV series
Oh.
Doogie Howser, MD?
Oh, I don't know. 14.
He was 16 years old. Guess the 80s cartoon.
My Pet Monster.
It's My Pet Monster. What type of tape was commonly used to record songs from the radio onto a portable player?
A cassette tape.
The answer is a cassette tape. What is the name of the coffee shop in the TV show Friends?
Oh, shit. I don't watch Friends.
It's called Central Perk. What song by Dolly Parton was covered by Whitney Houston in The Bodyguard?
Oh, I can hear the song. What is it?
It was I Will Always Love You.
See, I was getting there.
What TV cop drama starred Johnny Depp as a young officer?
21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street. Which comedian played Tim the Toolman Taylor on Home Improvement?
Oh, Tim Allen. Tim Allen. Arr, 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 arr.
That was Tim Allen. Which U.S. music channel was
MTV.
known for playing music videos all day in the 80s and 90s?
MTV.
The answer is MTV. What character on the Dukes of Hazzard is known for wearing short denim shorts?
Daisy. Daisy Duke.
It was Daisy Duke.
Mm.
What were these iconic 90s boots called?
Doc Martens.
They're called Doc Martens. Did you have a pair?
Yes.
Why did people blow into video game cartridges
To get the dust out.
before using them? It would help make them work.
Duck Hunt.
Who co-starred with Nick Nolte in the movie 48 Hours?
Eddie Murphy? One of those movies I didn't watch, but I think it's Eddie.
It was Eddie Murphy. Which director made both A Nightmare on
Craven.
Elm Street and Scream?
Wes Craven.
It was Wes Craven. What tabloid talk show became famous for onstage fights and confrontations?
Jerry.
The Jerry Springer Show.
Wasn't he also a mayor of Chicago at one point?
Who began hosting Wheel of Fortune in 1983?
Pat Sajak.
It was Pat Sajak. What animated series features the misadventures of a chihuahua named
Ren and
Ren
Stimpy.
and a cat named Stimpy?
Ren and Stimpy. It's in the name. The question.
That's right, Ren and Stimpy.
Part of Snick.
What was the name of Inspector Gadget's niece?
Oh. Well, fuck. I don't know this one.
Her name was Penny.
Now I feel dumb.
Guess the TV show.
Who's the boss?
It's Who's the Boss? In which year was New Coke introduced?
Ooh.
1983, 1985, or
I don't
1988?
I don't know. I'm gonna guess 88.
It was 1985.
All right.
Which boxer became the oldest heavyweight champion at age
George
45 in 1994? That was George Foreman. Who who recorded the songs My Bologna and Another One Rides the Bus?
Weird Al. Weird Al.
The answer is Weird Al Yankovic. Which drag performer became widely known as a supermodel in the 90s?
RuPaul.
It was RuPaul. Which actor played Michael Knight on Knight Rider?
David Hasselhoff. Bro, I'm killing it.
That was David Hasselhoff. What sitcom features the character Steve Urkel as the annoying
Leo
neighbor?
White. Oh, Family Matters.
The answer is Family Matters. Which professional
Tony Hawk.
skateboarder became widely famous in the 1980s and
Tony Hawk.
1990s?
It's the only skater I know.
It was Tony Hawk. Which Florida city did the Golden Girls live in?
Well, Tampa? I don't know.
They lived in Miami, Florida. Which band sang We Built This City?
Jefferson Starship. Or Starship, depending on when you started listening to them.
It was Starship. Which actor played Uncle Buck in the film Uncle Buck?
John Candy.
The correct answer is John Candy. What video game console was released by Sony in 1994?
Was that 94?
It was the first PlayStation.
Fuck.
Who is the lead singer of
Anthony
the
Kiedis.
band Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Bro, you couldn't get me back in the 90s. I knew a lot.
It's Anthony Kiedis.
Maybe that's why all this fucking shit I remember as a kid. Maybe that's why we have such good memories. We remembered stupid shit like this because why not?
Which twin sisters began their acting careers on Full House?
Olsons. Why is the questions on?
It was Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. Which 1982 horror film features the line, "They're here"?
Poltergeist.
The answer is Poltergeist. Which web browser competed with Microsoft's Internet Explorer in the 1990s?
Firefox.
It was
Nope.
Netscape
Oh
Navigator.
my god, I remember that. How did I miss that?
In what movie does a wish turn a boy into an adult overnight?
Big.
That's from the movie Big. What car is used for time
DeLorean.
travel in Back to the Future?
DeLorean.
The correct answer is a DeLorean. Can you name this TV show that was popular in the 80s?
Facts of Life.
It's The Facts of Life.
It's the Facts of Life.
What frozen treat comes in a long plastic tube and is pushed up from the bottom?
Pops. The Flintstone Push Pops. Still a good favorite of mine.
The answer I am thinking of is Otter
Oh
Pops.
my god. I've got that wrong. What the fuck is wrong with me? Ugh.
Which British girl group had hits like Wannabe and Two Become
Spice
One in the
Girls. I'm not gonna
1990s?
lie. I had my biggest crush on Black one. Mel B.
It was the Spice Girls. What TV comedy features the
Saved by the
character
Bell.
Screech? He is from Saved by the Bell. What toy line featured collectible characters with a trash theme style?
Garbage Pail Kids?
The Garbage Pail Kids.
Yes! Oh, I just yelled in the mic. My bad.
What sound did a dial-up internet connection make before going online? It made that classic dial-up connection sound. Which band had hits like Do You Really Want to Hurt Me and Karma Chameleon?
Oh my god. Oh, Culture Club.
It was Culture Club.
Oh, thank God.
In how many John Hughes films did Molly Ringwald star?
Oh.
3, 5,
I don't
or
know this.
7?
3.
She starred in 3.
Nailed it. That was a good guess.
What are the names of Scrooge McDuck's nephews in DuckTales?
Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
The answer is Huey, Dewey, and Louie. What TV series starred James Franco, Seth Rogen, and Jason Segel?
Oh. Should I know this one?
It was Freaks and Geeks.
I definitely don't know that one.
What collectible discs were commonly traded and often banned at schools in the 1990s?
Collectible discs? CDs?
The answer is Pogs.
I can't believe those were a real thing.
Which country group released the album Wide Open Spaces in 1998?
Dixie Chicks. What's up, Tiny?
That was the Dixie Chicks. What major video rental chain was known for charging rewind fees on VHS tapes?
Blockbuster. Please be kind and rewind.
The answer I am looking
Now, how many actually had the rewinder at home? Huh? Remember all it did was rewind the cassette for you?
for is Blockbuster.
You still have Pogs, Rockstar? Holy shit.
Which industrial rock band
Nine
released
Inch
the
Nails.
albums Pretty Hate Machine and The Downward
Nine Inch Nails.
Spiral? It was 9 Inch Nails. What was the name of the talking purple dinosaur on a popular kids show?
Barney. I love you. You love me. We're
It was
one
Barney.
happy family.
What did Indiana Jones's father call him instead of Indy?
Indiana.
He called him Junior.
Oh, well, fuck me. He
Guess
did.
the TV show.
Seinfeld or Frasier? Frasier.
The answer is Frasier. Who is the driver of the Magic School Bus?
Oh, y'all got me on this one.
It was Miss Frizzle.
Why do I not know that? I don't know that cartoon.
Who became the lead singer of AC/DC after Bon Scott?
Oh my, no. Is it Angus? Or is Angus the guitarist?
It was Brian Johnson. In what movie does private detective Eddie Valiant
Oh, it's,
investigate crimes in Toontown?
Oh, cool story.
Who framed Roger
Oh,
Rabbit?
I was thinking the one with Kim Basinger. Oh my god. I do like that movie, cartoon movie. I can still watch that today. What is that stuff?
Which NHL team won 4 straight Stanley Cups from 1980 to 1983? It was the New York Islanders. What is the title of Michael Jackson's 1982 album that became the best-selling album of all time?
Thriller?
The answer is Thriller. What TV show features the teacher, Mr.
Oh,
Feeney?
Boy Meets World.
It's Boy Meets World.
Topanga, Topanga, Topanga.
What home video format replaced VHS in the late 1990s?
DVD.
That was the DVD. Which actor played Mr. Brown in Reservoir Dogs?
Fuck me. I don't know.
That was Quentin Tarantino.
Fuck that dude. Great movies.
Who hit the game-winning home run for the Toronto Blue Jays in the 1993 World Series?
Yes.
The answer is Joe Carter.
Never.
Which band released Every Rose Has Its Thorn in 1988?
Oh shit, my brain just went dead.
The answer is Poison.
Why did my brain go dead?
Which science fiction film features a liquid metal robot known as the T-1000?
The Terminator.
It's Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
Weren't they both?
Recognize this show from the 80s?
Pee-wee's Playhouse.
It's Pee-wee's Playhouse. Tell me in the comments how many questions you got right and which decade was your favorite.
Oh man. Oh man. I typically don't do this, but real quick, who wants to watch another one? Who wants to watch another one? I just want one person to say it, and we're watching another one. And it's not going to be me, because... No? All right, moving on. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't even know what's next. All right, we're doing another one. All right. Who wants to do 20s trivia? And who wants to do 80s movie by one frame? 2000s?
How much do you remember from the 2000s? I put together this fun quiz to test your memory of one of the greatest decades ever. Keep track of how many you get right and let me know your score at the end. Let's get started. What was the most popular virtual pet toy of the 2000s?
What the fuck? I don't know.
The answer is the Tamagotchi. Which social media platform officially launched on February 4th, 2004? It was Facebook.
Jesus Christ!
Originally called The Facebook.
I'm sucking so far.
Which rapper interrupted Taylor Swift's acceptance speech at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards?
Yay. Yay.
The correct answer is Kanye West. What fashion doll line became hugely popular in the 2000s as a major rival to Barbie?
Oh my god, I suck.
It was Bratz. Which Disney Channel movie launched Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens to stardom in 2006?
Musical?
It was High School Musical.
Nailed it.
Which social media platform originally limited posts to 140 characters
Twitter.
when it launched in 2006?
I used to hate that.
The answer is Twitter. Which pop star made headlines in 2007 after shaving her head?
Britney. It's Britney, bitch.
That was Britney Spears. What game is shown in this image?
Fuck. Dance Dance Revolution.
It's Dance Dance Revolution.
I was in Asia when that fucking was hit big.
Which reality competition show premiered in the US in 2000 and featured contestants
Survivor.
being voted off a remote island?
Fucking Roots.
The answer is Survivor. Which brand used the slogan, "Bet you can't eat just one"?
Lay's potato chips.
It was Lay's potato chips. Which social media website became famous for letting users rank their top 8 friends?
Now it's time for MySpace.
It was MySpace. Which sitcom aired its series finale in May 2004 after running for 10 seasons?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Don't let me lie to you on this.
Sadly, that was
Show
Friends.
I didn't watch because I didn't like it.
What is this called?
It's
It's the first generation iPod.
I had them too. I had a Gen 1 and then a Gen 2. And then a
Which
Nano.
cell phone brand became famous in the 2000s for its physical keyboard phones?
BlackBerry.
The answer is the BlackBerry. Which NASA space shuttle broke apart during re-entry in 2003?
What the fuck is this?
It was the Space Shuttle Columbia. What were these popular shoes called back in the 2000s?
My fucking kids.
Heelys. Who served as U.S. president for the majority of the 2000s decade?
Bush.
The answer was George W. Bush. Which former Iraqi
Saddam
dictator
Hussein.
was executed in 2006 after being captured and put on trial?
He was hung and basically by thrown off a stairwell.
That was Saddam Hussein. Which Smash Mouth
Hey, now,
song was
you're an
prominently
all-star.
featured in the
Game
opening
on,
scene
set,
of the original
ready.
Shrek movie? It's All-Star. Which TV series featured 4 main characters living in the town of Stars Hollow?
Don't know. No clue.
The answer is the Gilmore Girls.
I wasn't a big TV watcher in the 2000s.
Which film earned Heath Ledger a posthumous Oscar for Best Supporting
Dark
Actor?
Knight.
The Dark Knight. Which ultra-thin flip phone became a major pop culture
Razor.
icon during the 2000s?
I had the titanium one. Was it titanium?
It was the Motorola Razr V3. Which MTV reality show followed
Jersey
the
Shore.
lives of Snooki, The Situation,
Relax, Roots. We're here. We're reminiscing. But guess what? Didn't you also say you wanted to do another one? Hold on, let me double check. Let me check. Maybe I went too far. I don't know. Yep, you definitely said do it. All right. All right, let's continue.
and other housemates at the Jersey Shore.
They just said it right there.
That was Jersey Shore. What phone is shown
Nokia.
here?
Nokia. I never watched the Jersey Shore. Well, then again, it was like 2000s. I didn't watch a lot of shows.
It's the Nokia 3310.
Oh, I didn't know there was a name for it, a number. I always thought of it as the brick.
Did you have one?
I did.
Which instant messaging program became known for nudges and custom status messages in the 2000s? The answer is MSN Messenger.
Did I use that?
Which 2009 movie, set on the world of Pandora, became the highest grossing film at the time?
Dude, I feel dumb as shit for all this stuff.
It was Avatar.
You know what? You know what? I was too busy. Too busy doing deployments. Fuck me.
Which major war began in 2003 following a US-led invasion in the Middle East?
Operation Iraqi Freedom.
The Iraqi War.
Part of history, ladies and gentlemen. Part of history.
Who hosted the MTV
Exhibit.
series Pimp My Ride?
Exhibit.
It was rapper Exhibit. In what year was the first iPhone
Don't ask
released?
me that. Dude, I suck at 20s pop culture.
It was released in 2007.
I was still in Germany.
Which Sony video game console was released in 2000?
PS3?
The PlayStation 2.
What the fuck?
What movie is this scene from?
Freaky Friday.
This is a scene from the movie Mean Girls. Get Rich or Die
First of all, whoever decided to pick this category, fuck you. Now I feel stupid.
Trying was the debut studio album of which rapper? The answer is 50 Cent. Which vampire-themed book and movie series became hugely
it's that
popular
gay stuff
with
with the
teens
glitter
in the late
vampires.
2000s?
I wish my daughter was here. Twilight. Did you say Benzino?
The answer is Twilight. Which popular file-sharing service faced lawsuits over music
Napster.
piracy in the early 2000s?
Or is it LimeWire?
The answer I am looking for is Napster.
Never mind, LimeWire was for porn.
Which music video game series used a guitar-shaped controller when it debuted in
Oh my God.
2005?
Is it Guitar Rock?
It's Guitar Hero.
Half right.
Who played Spider-Man in the 2002 live-action movie?
Yes.
It was Tobey Maguire.
No clue.
Which spinning top toy became famous for battle arena competitions in the 2000s?
Oh. I don't know.
That was the
Yeah, I definitely
Beyblade.
never would have guessed that.
Which folding scooter brand became widely popular in the
I
early
got this one.
2000s?
Dreidel? Razor. Who the fuck said dreidel?
The Razor scooters. What were these things called? They were called Mighty Beans. Which teen drama series featured the characters Seth Cohen
Oh my
and Ryan
fucking
Atwood?
God, I don't know any of these.
The answer is the OC.
Oh. Oh.
Which sitcom that debuted in
I
2007?
remember the OC. Because those two hot chicks, Rachel Bilson and Olivia Wilde.
Followed a group of nerdy friends and their neighbor Penny.
Oh, Big Bang Theory.
It was the Big Bang Theory. Which fast food restaurant chain used the slogan "Eat Fresh"?
Subway.
That was Subway. What was the title of the first video ever uploaded to YouTube?
Welcome.
It was called Me at the Zoo. What natural disaster triggered the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami? It was a massive undersea earthquake.
Could have just said earthquake.
Which sitcom followed Ted Mosby
Oh,
as he told the
Jesus
story of
Christ.
how he met his children's mother?
Oh, just because of that. How I Met Your Mother.
It's How I Met Your Mother. Which hurricane devastated New Orleans in 2005?
Of course, it's Katrina.
That was Hurricane Katrina. What is this called?
We.
It's the Nintendo Wii video game console. Who was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 2009?
Barack Obama.
That went to Barack Obama. Which Major League Soccer team did David Beckham join in 2007?
Oh, it's LA. It's an American team. The Galaxy. Is it Galaxy?
He joined LA Galaxy. Which reality competition show became famous for placing contestants in a house monitored 24/7 by cameras?
No idea. Real World.
It was Big
Completely
Brother.
wrong.
What were these boots commonly called?
Uggs.
The answer I am looking for is Ugg boots. Which animated TV series featured the characters Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup? It was the Powerpuff Girls.
That's more my wife and daughters.
Which country won the 2006 FIFA World Cup?
Brazil. Oh, America.
The answer is Italy.
Why was I just thinking the women's national team?
What brand used the famous "What's Up" commercials in the early 2000s?
A brand? I don't know.
It was Budweiser. Which slang term became popular in the mid-2000s to describe a close friendship between men?
Gay. Gay.
Bromance.
Oh,
Which video game console was released by Microsoft
Xbox.
in 2001?
the Xbox. What's up, Ben?
That
We
was the
wrapped-
Xbox.
Wow, you're behind.
What music player did Microsoft release in 2006 to compete with the iPod?
I don't know.
It was the Zune.
Now I know. I remember.
What Disney Channel series starred Miley Cyrus as a teenager living a secret life as a pop
Hannah
star?
Montana. One of my daughter's favorite shows.
The correct answer is Hannah Montana. Which singer released the hit song Crazy in Love in 2003?
Beyonce.
It was Beyonce. What were the names of NASA's twin Mars rovers launched in 2003?
Adam and Eve.
They were called Spirit
That was close.
and
That was
Opportunity.
close.
Which mobile game became famous for players flinging birds at structures?
Angry Birds. Angry Birds.
Angry Birds. Which city hosted the 2004 Olympic Summer Games?
Rome?
It was Athens, Greece, who hosted it. What was the name of SpongeBob SquarePants' pet snail?
Gary. Gary.
His name was Gary. What was the name of Nintendo's dual-screen handheld console released in 2004?
Dual screen.
That was the Nintendo DS.
My kids had one. Jesus Christ.
Which reality TV show popularized
The
the phrase
Apprentice.
"you're fired" in
The
the
Apprentice.
2000s? The answer is The Apprentice.
Hey, no lie. When I saw Larry, you know what I thought of? Larry. Larry. Impractical Jokers, in case you guys don't know.
Tell me how many questions you got right in the comments below and click the
Yo, I sucked at that. Holy shit. Holy shit, I sucked at that. I need a redemption, guys. I need a redemption. All right. So, I don't know. My finger already clicked the next one. There's nothing I can do to stop it. All right, I'm just gonna have
Can
to
you guess
continue.
these 80s movies from just a single frame? Put your 80s movie knowledge to the test
Oh,
in this
fucking
fun
80s
challenge.
movies?
Be sure to comment your score at the end. And let's get started. Guess the movie.
National Lampoon's Family Vacation.
It's National Lampoon's Vacation. It's The Breakfast Club. Recognize this one?
Ghostbusters.
The answer is Ghostbusters.
Oh, fuck. Lethal Weapon. Duh. I'm too old for this shit.
It's Lethal Weapon.
This is part 2. Back to the Future 2.
Back to the Future.
No, I was wrong. Young Guns.
It's Young Guns. Guess the movie.
Rain Man.
Rain Man.
I'll be rock. Okay.
It's Clue. It's Annie.
Yeah, I never would have guessed that.
It's Weekend at Bernie's.
I only remember seeing part 2.
What's your guess?
Weird Science. Weird Science. You're right. This does kind of suck me.
It's Weird Science.
Bill and Ted. 2.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh shit, it's got Jamie Lee Curtis's boobs in it.
It's Trading Places. It's Stand By Me.
Good movie. Never would have guessed that. You know what? You know what? I don't like this one. I don't like that one. I don't. Well, well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. That's about all I'm going to do for you today, because you know what? I'm hungry. It's lunchtime. And, yo, Yo, Message! It's a very good movie. It's a very good movie. Now I'm going to have to go watch it. Thanks, MV Rap. Thank you. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed everything that happened today. And now I'm going to make sure I don't follow that channel, even though I don't follow any of them. It just kind of randomly showed up in my feed. I'm like, click on this. What? Save it. I want to see. I want to see. But I'm not telling y'all how to think, ladies and gentlemen. Because if I was telling you how to think, then, well, that would mean you're brainwashed. And I don't think you're brainwashed. I don't think you're brainwashed. Not at all. But I am telling you to think. That doesn't sound like such a bad idea after all. I think I will. Or I'm going to go to Rally's. I don't know yet. Kind of like feeling like a Rally's burger right now. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day because, well, I know I am. I know I am. And until next time, we'll see. Whether it's tomorrow, maybe later today. I don't typically do 2 streams in a day. You guys know that. But